Okay. And then P Nasty and Mars taught you guys into moving back into Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys had already done this, it didn't work out. Was there like an apprehension, like, man, we'd already tried this?
We was dreamers, so we believed that something could happen. And it's crazy because the way we had met them, we had waited outside of the club on Mike Will's birthday. So it's Mike Will's birthday. We on Twitter. It's the early days of Twitter. Mike's tweeting about his birthday and what club he's going to be at. So we're waiting out back the club. The DJ scream, Mike Will made it, birthday. They start going crazy. And then me and my brother go wait outside the club in the front. So we waiting out there for maybe an hour and a half. Mike Will comes out the club. He's lit. We give him our little spiel. He doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So like he gives us the emails and then he walks off and then we like walking away and then P Nasty and Mars, like some angels, come and like, hey, you guys are A, B, and C. And they pull us to the side and they tell us who they are. And it's like, that's the beginning right there. That's the real beginning.
I mean, at that point, what had Mike Will produced?
Mike Will had a whole bunch of tracks with Gucci. He had just dropped, he was about to drop Bands That Make Her Dance. Like, we was hearing all these songs before they came out. The Miley Cyrus in the club with my J's on, like all them type of songs. It was during that era, like The Future, we ain't gonna never end, all that.
Yeah. Take me from the moment that you guys met Mike Will in front of the club to him deciding to actually sign you to his indie label.
So we were, for a long time, we were recording, well, for like a year, we were recording in P Nasty basement. So this is when we made like No Flex Zone and No Type and a lot of the records for all the Stream Life 1. So this is during that time. So before that, we had this song called We, and that was the first song that caught Mike's attention. So he tried to push it to radio, but they were kind of afraid of the record. But that's the first record we ever dropped with Mike Will. And I feel like after that, and we just had this different energy when he saw that, like how hype we was, how fun we was. It was just like, that's probably what caught his attention. You know what I'm saying? And our music it's Stream Life 1. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So you got Mike Will Made It, and then you got Ear Drummers. Is that the same company, or explain the difference between the two?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. Mike Will Made It is Mike Will Made It. You know what I'm saying? And then the Ear Drummers is production. You know what I'm saying?
So he's part of Ear Drummers?
Yeah. Got
it. Okay. So at one point, Andre left the group.
It was a lot of stuff going on. Yeah.
Can you talk about why he left?
No, I won't talk about that.
Fair enough. So now you guys are a duo instead of a trio.
Yeah.
And you guys changed your name.
Yeah.
To Rae Sremmurd, which is Ear Drummers backwards.
Yeah.
So, 2024, everyone's heard of Rae Sremmurd, millions of songs. It's a household name. But at the time, when you came up with it, did it stick, or was it kind of like...
People didn't know how to say it.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things that made it so catchy, because like people's like, what? What? You know what I'm saying? Rae what? Rae Sremmurd. You know what I'm saying? I think that's one of the things that made it so catchy.
Okay, and you changed your name one last time to Slim Jxmmi.
Yeah, I did that before, though. I did that when I was working at that factory.
Aha. Sway at one point was I Hipster Lee, and then he changed it to Sway Lee. Why that change?
Shoot, we used to have this thing called Sway. It was like a little movement. It was like sex, weed, and peace. That was the peace sign. And then like he just put on his name. They used to call us Jimmy Sway and Sway Lee. You know what I'm saying? So he just kept the Sway Lee.
Okay. So now you're signed to Mike Will Made It, and he's working on your project. What led from doing that independently to actually getting the deal at Interscope?
That came when we was taking off. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was Mike Will did a joint venture. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So that's what it was.
So you did a joint venture with Interscope. So he had the ability to put out his own acts through Made It Mafia / Interscope.
That's right, yeah. I don't know all the business.
Okay, fair enough. You're signed directly to him, though.
Yeah, we're signed to Mike.
How did it feel? So this is like 2013. 14 years of hustling. Really more than half your life.
Yeah.
And finally, you guys have a legitimate major label deal. How did that moment feel?
It was a great moment. It's what everybody dreams about, you know what I'm saying? It's still a great moment, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, was there a big check to go along with that signing?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you say how much it was?
No.
Was it a lot?
Yeah.
What did you do when you first got that money?
Blew it.
Like, what did you buy?
I just bought a lot of nothing, to be honest. I don't even remember.
Jewelry?
Yeah, but this is like the me just coming into the game, learning stuff era. You know what I'm saying? So I just wasted a lot of money for real.
I mean, listen, you're what, 22 at the time?
23.
22, 23. I mean,
Straight out the country.
we all did this.
Yeah.
When I first got some money, I blew it all. Got a drop top Benz. It got stolen.
Yeah.
You know, like that
Yeah,
type
I got
of
some
shit.
cars that I didn't even drive.
Exactly. That type of thing.